Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's really great to see everyone here and ready for another exceptional academic year. Thank you, Kevin, for that kind introduction this morning. I appreciate very much your outstanding leadership of the Academic Senate, and I look forward to our work together this year. I also want to thank Katie Williamson for her excellent service on behalf of the Staff Assembly. Thank you so much to both of you today. And last but not least, I want to welcome President Hudson. Welcome, Abby. We're so happy to have you here. You want to raise your hand in case, I want folks to know who President Hudson is. And I'm looking forward to a great year with you to ensure that our students are engaged and that we serve them well in this coming year. And you might remember last year I gave President Menchaca a little bit of flack about being landslide as he won by, 30-something votes. Abby actually did win in a landslide, and congratulations, Abby. Great job. Today, we're also joined by the newest member of the President's Cabinet, and I'm very pleased to introduce you to our new Chief Information Officer, Orlando Leon. Orlando, could you stand up? Orlando will lead our information technology staff and services, and he reports directly to me, and very importantly, he'll work to create and support a responsive, university-wide information technology vision. Orlando served at Stanford and at UCSF before joining us. He is technically very strong. How many people do you know who have 3 MIT degrees? 3 of them. But most importantly, he is a bold leader who is passionate about our mission, and he works very effectively with others. So welcome, Orlando. Look forward to working with you. And he has been working his way around the campus, so if you see him around, please talk with him. It's really hard for me to believe that 2 years have passed since my first fall assembly address right here. Time flies when you're having fun. I have greatly appreciated your hard work and your dedicated service. This fall, Fresno State begins its 105th year. We have evolved from a normal school with 33 students, 31 women, and 2 men, and 11 part-time and 1 full-time faculty. We've evolved from that to a major comprehensive university serving over 23,000 students from the Central Valley and around the world. And as we begin this morning, I want to join Chair Ayotte in inviting you to think about why you decided to work in higher education, and specifically, why Fresno State. Based on my discussions with so many of you, I believe that we're here because of our primary mission, to educate the next generation of leaders for our region and beyond. And I purposely use the term educate because we each play a significant role in supporting our teaching, applied research, and community service areas of focus. What could be more inspiring than the idea that we're working together to prepare our students to be that next generation of leaders? When you consider the educational and economic challenges of our region, the meaning and impact of our work together reaches levels that I have never experienced at any university where I've served. Our role as a university is to undertake bold approaches that enable our students to achieve their full potential. So what is the state of Fresno State as we begin our 105th year? I am pleased to report that our university is stronger than ever, a place of growing discovery, diversity, and distinction. We are attracting an increasing number of talented and diverse student applicants. We should have a chart up here shortly. There we go. In fact, our applications have increased at a rate that is twice the CSU average. This is tremendous news. Our students are also graduating in a much more timely way. We are investing more in our dedicated faculty and staff, which will enable us to recruit and retain talented and diverse professionals throughout our organization. And very importantly, we are working quickly and effectively to improve our physical and technological infrastructure. So what do you think about that? That's pretty impressive. Thank you so much. Today, I'd like to highlight our progress and next important steps in 4 areas of focus. 1, student success. 2, support for faculty and staff. 3, diversity and inclusion. And 4, enhanced infrastructure. So student success. I want to begin with student success because this continues to be the highest priority for me personally and for our campus. Our students are the hardest working, most diverse, and passionate that I have ever known in my career. They bring many special talents to our campus. Our job, I believe, is to challenge and support them with a quality educational experience that leads them to graduation in a timely way and distinction in their chosen career. While there are many possible metrics of student success, I'd like to spotlight one today, and that's our graduation rate. I'm very pleased to announce that our 6-year graduation rate is projected to increase to nearly 58% this year. 58%. That is more than a 9 percentage point increase from our baseline of 48.1% and about a 5 percentage point increase in the 6-year graduation rate reported at this time last year. Here's the good news. The good news is we're just getting warmed up. The provost, Vice President Lamas, all the team working together, the potential is just extraordinary with all of you. And so I want to congratulate each and every one of you because I know that you all contributed to this. And I really appreciate it. Our eventual goal, as you might recall, is to achieve a 70% graduation rate by 2023. And we're clearly well on our way. Because statistics only tell part of the story, I want to introduce you briefly to one of our exceptional recent graduates. Yesenia Thompson was born in Mexico and grew up in Lindsay before coming to Fresno State. She was the first person in her family to attend college. As Yesenia earned both her bachelor's degree and her Master of Science degree in biology, she was challenged to discover her passion and to set a path for her career goals. And at commencement in May, she was awarded the University Graduate Medal. This picture of Yesenia, as she learned she received the award, is priceless. It symbolizes the excellence and success that we speak of every day at Fresno State. The great news about Yesenia is that she has a new job. She's a cancer research associate at the City of Hope in LA. Let's give her a hand. She understandably was not able to be here today, but I appreciate your joining me. Let's give her one more round of applause. I'd also like to give you a brief update on the Discover E program. As you might recall, we launched the program last year with over 1,000 students. We found that the program led to significantly lower textbook costs, higher engagement, and more academic success. Today, I am pleased to announce that Discover E has grown to serve 5,000 students with 132 faculty from across the university participating this fall. I want to thank the Fresno State Foundation Board of Governors for their strong financial support for this program. They've invested over $1 million for tablet scholarships for our students. Most importantly, I want to thank the Provost, Vice President Lamas, all of our faculty, staff, students, everybody who came together in a heroic fashion to launch this initiative. Thank you so much. I want to give you a hand. Finally, in the area of student success, I am pleased to share with you that our food security initiative, launched in January, is off to a very impactful start. Since opening in late November 2014, the student cupboard has served over 800 students with over 35,000 pounds of food. The student cupboard recently moved to its new location in Industrial Technology Building, Room 144. Thank you, Dean Whitty, for helping us get that room. That room will provide a larger facility and grocery store layout. And additionally, to better serve our students, the hours have doubled. And in the fall, the cupboard will be open 30 hours over 6 days each week. This fall, we will also launch the catered cupboard portion of the Fresno State mobile app, which will reduce food waste on our campus and provide meals for our students. Our food security efforts are critical. Our students cannot succeed if they are not adequately nourished. I want to thank Vice President A. Stone, Vice President Lamas, my wife Mary, Jessica Medina, the entire team of people who've worked so hard to make sure that we're better serving our students. Thank you so much. Our students can only succeed if they are supported by talented faculty and staff who serve with distinction. Yes. In turn, it is imperative that our campus support you in your mission to serve our students effectively. The work of our faculty and staff is gaining national and international attention, and because of you, our students enjoy learning opportunities that result in graduates who are ready for careers or advanced degrees. Today, I'd like to highlight the contributions of 4 individuals who are representative of the extraordinary Fresno State community. They are faculty members Dr. Thomas Lowenheim and Dr. Janelle Pitt, staff member Jeff Colvin, and manager Francis Pena. First, Dr. Lowenheim. I love his title. He's the head of strings, professor of cello, and conductor of the university orchestra. His students and peers praise him as an exceptional teacher who inspires his students to reach new heights of artistic achievement. He has established two instructionally related annual events, the International Cello Festival and the Fresno Opera and Orchestra Summer Academy, both of which provide students the chance to learn and work alongside world-class artists. Under Dr. Lowenheim's direction, the Fresno State Symphony Orchestra was invited to perform at the 2015 Annual California All-State Music Educators Conference, the first such honor extended to the ensemble in more than 3 decades. Yeah, let's give that one. Dr. Lowenheim's professional accomplishments are no less impressive. In addition to his outstanding work as the music director of the Youth Orchestra of Fresno, he is often invited to guest conduct for other student honor orchestras. Dr. Lowenheim also has performed his cello in solo and chamber recitals in various venues throughout the state and is regularly sought as a clinician and master teacher for a variety of musical festivals and institutions throughout California, Hong Kong, Jerusalem, and Haifa. In addition to his numerous contributions to the work and activities of the music department, College of Arts and Humanities, and the university, Dr. Lowenheim has helped attract substantial gifts in support of the orchestral strings program. Thank you so much, Thomas. Can you stand for a bit so we can recognize you for your work? There he is. Dr. Janelle Pitt, an associate professor of counselor education and rehabilitation, is a recognized scholar in the field of rehabilitation counseling. She received the National Rehabilitation Educator of the Year Award from the National Council on Rehabilitation Education and other prestigious awards recognizing her accomplishments. She has presented at 26 national or state conferences over her career. As program coordinator, she manages grants and contracts. She also serves on the Kremen School of Education's International Education Committee and is actively involved at the university level. Among her notable university work is her service as president of Researchers and Critical Educators and a member of the President's Commission on Human Relations and Equity. She is the recipient of the Provost's Promising New Faculty Award, the Outstanding Faculty Award from the Black Faculty and Staff Association at Fresno State, and the Unsung Hero Rosa Parks Award from the Center for Women and Culture, now called the Cross-Cultural and Gender Center. Thank you, Janelle, for your excellent work. Would you stand and be recognized? It's Janelle. There she is. Thank you, Janelle. Next, will Jeff Colvin please rise? Where's Jeff? There he is. Jeff is Equipment Systems Specialist who handles video conferencing for technology services. I've also learned that, like me, Jeff is from Hanford. And Jeff, that's a great thing. This isn't why you got recognized, though. But he was raised a few miles from Riverdale, which is where Mary's from. And so we love that combination, Jeff. After serving in the Air Force and working for community medical centers, Jeff began his career at Fresno State as a distance learning technician in 2004. A year ago, Jeff accepted substantial new responsibilities and played an important role in ensuring we have the right classroom technology in place to support Discover E and student success. Jeff puts in many extra hours to make sure classroom upgrades are planned and executed successfully, and he always has the interests of Fresno State students and faculty foremost in his mind as he does his work. Jeff is known for the outstanding attitude that he brings to his work, his respect for his colleagues, and his commitment to finding the best solutions for our students are unwavering. His dedication to delivering results, even when it has meant long hours on nights and weekends, is exceptional. Thank you so much, Jeff, for your dedication. Our community is much better because of it. Thank you so much. And last but not least, I want to recognize Francis Pena. Where is Francis? There you go, Francis. All right. Thank you. Francis has been instrumental in the success of thousands of Valley students and families over her career by helping them navigate the college admissions process. Her astute guidance of our counselors, teamed with school district and community college personnel, has helped change the lives of so many of our students and their families. A Fresno State alumna from Parlier, right, Francis? Parlier. Francis was hired in 1979 to work for the Recruiting Students via Parents program, RSVP, one of 3 CSU-funded programs to reach out to Hispanic families. The RSVP program served as a model program that helped establish a system-wide initiative to reach out to underrepresented and disadvantaged students. For the last 27 years, Francis has been Fresno State's outreach director. She has developed successful partnerships with school districts in our region, continues to connect and strengthen our relationship with community groups and organizations. She's involved in raising money for scholarships, and she's been an active member of the Alumni Association. She has been instrumental in helping our campus grow and become the diverse community that we are today. Recently, she's been focused on implementing system-wide initiatives to reach out to underserved communities and establishing our new Dream Outreach Center on campus. Thank you, Francis, for your dedication and for all your success. Appreciate it. In my first fall assembly address 2 years ago, I promised you that I would prioritize investment in recruiting and retaining talented faculty and staff. We have done that continuously over the past 2 years through new compensation and professional development programs. For example, our largest new investment in the last fiscal year was in faculty and staff compensation, including a new campus equity program. And I remember when Professor Boone came in and asked me to be bold around compensation. I think we were pretty bold on compensation. So thank you for all your support for the program. Our salary equity programs alone totaled over $2 million in additional annual increases in salaries and benefits for those in our campus community whose salaries had fallen behind in recent years. This was among the largest investments of its kind in the CSU system. While these are significant investments, clearly more work remains to be done in this area. So today I'm pleased to announce that we will invest an additional $1 million to implement a second campus salary equity program this year. I thought Loretta would like this, yeah. Our new equity program will have comparable sized investments to address inequities for faculty and for staff. With respect to our faculty, the provost and I and Associate Vice President Rudy Sanchez look forward to working with the CFA to prioritize addressing salary inequities among our tenure-track professors. There is no question that Fresno State's success depends upon an engaged and supported faculty and staff. We will continue to prioritize support for you, and in return, I ask that you continue to prioritize support for all of our students. Diversity and inclusion. One of our campus's core strengths is diversity and inclusion. This is one of those areas where each of us can feel it and see it through our own personal perspective. The most important thing for me as your president is that for everyone to thrive at Fresno State. It's kind of that simple. Everyone would thrive at Fresno State. In order for us to achieve that goal, we must work diligently every day to listen carefully to each other and extend respect even when we disagree, probably especially when we disagree. The changing demographics of our nation and our community have helped us to recognize that our students, faculty, and staff should better reflect the overall diversity of those we serve. The administration has worked hard to do this through appointments of talented and diverse senior leaders. The provost and I are very committed to working with all of you to accelerate our efforts to enhance the diversity of our faculty by attracting and retaining the most talented and diverse professionals. In doing so, we enhance the learning for our students and working environment for each other as we gain valuable exposure to diverse perspectives, own skills to be more effective in multicultural and global environments, and welcome new opportunities to foster a sense of belonging that allow all of us to be successful and to thrive. Diversity and inclusion efforts at Fresno State are the responsibility of all of us, each and every one of us. I am pleased, however, to have a talented and energetic President's Commission on Human Relations and Equity. I spent about an hour with them last week. They have big plans to sponsor a number of programs this year. I invite you to join me at the Fall Forum on Inclusion, Respect, and Equity on Tuesday, September 15th. Tuesday, September 15th, where we will explore the theme, Intersectionality, where you and I meet. And if you have not had a chance to participate in these forums, I invite you to give it a try. I think you'll find that they're a rich and engaging set of discussions. I want to thank Dean Jody Hironaka-Juteau, Professor Ken Magdaleno, and Director Francine Opuda for their leadership of PCHRE. Would you join me in thanking them for their work? As you may know, I was raised by my grandparents and my mother. A core lesson that my grandfather ingrained in me, really ingrained in me as a young boy, was to think about the long term. And as a university beginning its 105th year, our institution has definitely lived a long time, and we need to take steps to ensure success in serving the next generations of students for years to come. This is an area that is both challenging and exciting. I am excited by the progress we have made on our electrical infrastructure project, renovating teaching and learning and athletic spaces, replacing old elevators, although I hear we have one in the Save Mart Center that needs to be replaced. Steve and Debbie, sorry. Repairing roads and buildings, and constructing new buildings. From Campus Point to our new physical therapy and intercollegiate athletics building, to the Jordan Agricultural Research Center, scheduled to open early next year, and our big and bold plans to renovate Bulldog Stadium. This is clearly an exciting time in our history. Today, I'm also pleased to announce plans for a new student union and faculty center at Fresno State. This building will be a hub, a new hub for innovation, support, and importantly, renewal for all of us. Our current student union is almost 50 years old, which is, I almost turned 50, that's not that old, but for a student union, it was built for a smaller campus, clearly, than we have today. We also have an exciting opportunity to develop a new center that brings together services and support for our faculty. In the coming months, I'm going to invite each and every one of you to provide input on this exciting new facility. Provost Zalesny, Vice President Lamas are working together with Vice President A. Stone and others, and we're going to need the best thinking. We have some ideas, but we need your best thinking to make sure that this serves all of our needs. We also have a significant amount of work to do before we fully address our deferred maintenance issues. This is going to take a little bit of time. However, I am committed to moving as quickly and efficiently as possible to renovate and rebuild our campus so that you can all do your important work with the infrastructure you need and our students deserve. And as I mentioned last spring, I ask for your continued patience during the infrastructure construction project. I know the work sometimes presents inconveniences as we travel across the campus, but the results will be worth it in the long run. Trust me on that one. Vice President Debbie A. Stone and AVP Bob Boyd and their team have done an exemplary job. I'd like to ask you to join me in thanking them and their teams for their leadership. Thank you so much, Debbie and Bob. Together, I know that we're going to make much more visible progress in this year, and I'm excited about it. So stay tuned for a lot more activity in that area. As I begin my third year of service as your president, I remain as excited, probably more excited and energized than I was on my first day in office. I have served at a number of distinguished universities in my career, but not one of them had then or has now the potential, the extraordinary potential that Fresno State has today. I believe that. It is this potential that the women and men of the Central Valley saw in the months and years leading up to September 1911, when Fresno State was first established. It is the same potential that has brought us to work together today. So as we begin this new academic year, I ask you, as Chair Ayo asked you, to reflect on why you are here and to join me in reaffirming our commitment to help take Fresno State to even higher levels of success. This fall, we have the opportunity to develop a new, bolder strategic plan to guide Fresno State for at least the next 5 years. The Cabinet worked over the summer on a framework and we will share it with you in the coming, we'll share it with the entire campus in the coming weeks, and we're going to ask for your input on that framework. It is very important that all of you participate in the upcoming open sessions where we will discuss this strategic plan. Every voice matters, and everyone matters, and we need you and your best ideas. So please watch for campus announcements of these sessions, and this is your opportunity to help shape Fresno State's exciting and bold future. Why is it important for all of us to participate? This is our time to build a campus that is better and stronger than ever before. It's our time to continue thinking and acting and leading boldly in service to our students. And when we do, I am confident that great things will continue to happen and our entire region will benefit. Our work together transforms the lives of individuals, families, and communities. This very mission is motivation, I think, to do our best every single day. Fresno State has been a valuable asset for our region and state for over a century. It can and will be even more valuable in the coming decades as the Central Valley plays an increasingly important role in our nation. Our region needs and deserves the very best leaders, and developing leaders is exactly what Fresno State does, and that's what we do best. Our core strength drives entrepreneurism, innovation, and lifelong learning, helping to make our valley a vital place to live and the world our graduates touch even stronger, even stronger. I want to thank you so much for serving with me over the past 2 years. It has been an adventure every single day, and I'm very grateful to be here with all of you. Because of our talented students, our extraordinarily supportive 200,000 plus alumni, and many, many more friends, and your passionate commitment to our work, our future is very bright. I'm now pleased to answer your questions. Thank you so much for being here today.